Not many things compare to watching a magnificent skateboarder. Everyone has their own style, their own things that they prefer to skate. Some skaters are super technical, some are more about style, some skaters only seem to do huge gaps, while others do mind-boggling circus stunts. So who is the best skateboarder of all time? With the hundreds of incredible skateboarders that have thrashed since the dawn of skating, how do we determine the best skateboarder? How do we decide who made the cut? It's always a personal preference, so just take the ranking with a grain of salt. This list is composed of the best skaters from across the decades and all the disciplines of skateboarding. Number 10. Daewon Song. Creativity doesn't begin to describe Daewon's skating. When you watch any clip or video part of his, you know that he views the world and skateboarding differently than anyone. He has been known to stack tables and garbage cans, skate on old tires, and forklifts. His technical skill is unrivaled in his flip tricks, grinds, spins, and late flips. Daewon is definitely one of the most interesting skaters to watch. Number 9. Steve Caballero. Steve Caballero was born on November 8th, 1964, and I think he's one of the most likable skateboarders out there. One of the smallest members of the original Bones Brigade, but also one of the gnarliest. Steve is known for the Caballero and half cab and turned pro in 1980. Steve won the Upland Pro Am in 1983, first place in the Titus World Cup in 1987, and came first in the NSA Mini Ramp Contest. Nowadays, Steve is really into dirt biking, and on his latest appearance on the 9 Club, it shows. Steve is a national treasure and a true legend. Number 8. Ed Templeton. Have you done a 50-50 down a handrail? Ed did it first. Ed is well known for doing ollie impossibles downstairs. Ed is an innovator that helped to progress technical street skating with tricks previously only done by freestylers. Ed also started Toy Machine Skateboards, which has consistently had one of the most talented skate teams and has spawned many of today's legends. Number 7. Chris Haslam. Creativity and innovation are two words that best describe Chris Haslam's skating. There's nothing that this guy cannot do: handrails, ledges, gaps, circus tricks, mini ramps. Have you seen Cheese and Crackers? Enough said. Number 6. Natas Kaupas. A legend from long ago, but Natas really needs to be on this list. His old Natas boards are now collector's items that go for hundreds of dollars, and for good reason. Kaupas was never really into mainstream skateboarding, but was one of the first pioneers of street skateboarding. Known for his wall ride, which made Thrasher magazine's September 1984, Kaupas became a well-respected skateboarder, resulting in his own pro board. Still to this day, nobody seems to be able to reproduce his fire hydrant trick. I get dizzy just watching it. Number 5. Stacy Peralta. Made a huge impact on the skateboarding industry and was only 19 when he became the world's number 1. Those were different days, but his knowledge and a keen eye for talent helped him to build the legendary Bones Brigade. Stacy wasn't looking for the best, he was looking for raw talent. Stacy worked with industrial designer George Powell and founded Powell Peralta, which is still one of the most known brands these days. Their professional relationship ended in 1992, but they got back together in 2000. Stacy deserves to be in the top 5 because without him, skateboarding history would probably have taken a different direction. Number 4. Tony Alva. Skateboarders and the skate industry will forever be in debt to Dogtown legend Tony Alva. Not only is he credited for the first frontside air, creating vert skating, and being the creator of modern skateboarding, he also helped in the development of the first skateboarding-specific shoe with Vans. Alva joined the Zephyr team in 1972 and was one of the first who made pool skating popular, and some refer to him as the guy who started it all. Alva started the first skater-owned and operated skate company, Alva Skates, which ground some people's gear. This company was one of the first to make decks out of Canadian maple plywood. To this day, he still does what he loves most: skate, surf, and play music. Number 3. Rodney Mullen. Rodney Mullen is one of a kind. He is considered the best freestyle skater in the world, but he is very humble in interviews. Rodney has basically invented every street trick that skaters do today: kick flip, heel flip, 360 flip, dark slide, Casper slide, ollie airwalk, impossible, primo slide, and many others. Rodney has started several skate companies, such as Tensor Trucks and Almost. Rodney developed a hip problem in the mid-2000s, which he figured was from favoring a stance. So in an effort to correct that, he started to erase his stance, so that he would be able to skate equally in his regular or switch stance. Oh, and Rodney also invented the flat ground ollie. Where would we be without him? Also, check out his inspirational TED Talk on YouTube. Number 2. Tony Hawk. Tony is easily the most recognizable figure in skateboarding history. His career has spanned over 30 years. Tony has won over 70 contests, more contests than any other skateboarder in history. He invented several tricks, such as the Madonna, the stale fish, and the sack tap. He performed the first documented 900 spin. Tony Hawk inspired so many skaters and contributed, and continues to, so much to skateboarding. Without him and the Tony Hawk Pro Skater Series, skateboarding wouldn't be where it is today. Despite being such a star, he remains down to earth. He has over 18 video game titles, countless movie and TV appearances, started YouTube's Ride channel, and built skate parks all over the world. There's no doubt that Tony is easily one of the greatest and probably the most influential skaters of all time. Number 1. Mark Gonzales. The Gonz is considered the pioneer of modern street skating. He and Natas were the first people to skate handrails. The Gonz was one of the first people to do big gaps and stair sets. He would do double flips, 360s, nollies, and flip tricks in and out of manuals and grinds and slides. While by today's standards his skating seems pretty basic, the Gonz was the guy that started it all, and all street skaters the world over owe him a debt of gratitude. His video parts have gone down in the annals of history and are definitely a good watch and have good music to accompany.